welcome to the Aquadac Season 1 Pow Wow. My name is Gudasol. We are joined here by Ombre Solar, Space Wrangler Joe, Rosmari, and Dan Singjoy. We have just completed the first season of Aquadac, and this is like our pause where we reflect and back and then grow towards the next season. So first, we're going to take a look at where we're at as far as points are concerned. I got a lot of points. Pixie has a lot of points. And then we're going to go and listen to what our experience is. And I think that we've all had some magical growth, like watching every week. So I'm looking forward to hear what your perspective of your growth is and what you'd like to share to others, to anyone watching, to anyone who might be a part of this group for next season or in the future as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Would anybody like to say hi?
Hi. Stoked for the Pow Wow. I didn't realize it called the Pow Wow. I like it though, and I'm excited for the meeting today. Hey Pixie, good to see you, Pixie.
Hi.
The all-time point.
Hi.
All right. So I made this little article and we're going to look at the NFTs. And first place we have Rosmari. Congratulations, Rosmari. You get the first place award for really for having the most points, and the Dolphin Award for having the highest average place. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Dan? Yes. I'm really bad about talking over people. I apologize.
Okay, I think.
So Dan, you get the Godfather Award for being the key to the inspiration. So thank you, Dan, for creating Eden Fractal and really keeping us alive and moving forward and bringing us like minds together. Yeah, and we really appreciate that, as well as your musical tendencies, including having your trumpet handy. So that is appreciated, and that is codified into blockchain scripture now.
Awesome.
And
Well,
then, go ahead.
I was gonna say thank you. I have the trumpet here. Whenever the need arises, let me know. And I appreciate that a lot. I was thinking of doing a Godfather accent, like a Italian Godfather, but I'll do that for later. But really appreciate it. Also, I'm not sure. I messaged you about this like last weekend. It seemed like I think you and Corellia had a lot more points than me. So I don't know how I'm second, but I will take it, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, so I had ChatGPT try to generate the points, and it did it wrong, because like the way the points are supposed to work is the maximum amount of points is the number of people in the meeting, right?
Okay.
So like the first time I rendered it, it would just get whatever math, whatever math it could do. So yeah, like I mean, a big thing is to look forward and to say like, okay, maybe it's not the best thing to use ChatGPT to do this. But it did make us this beautiful thing, and we have some stats down here as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, Corellia, hopefully she'll be popping in sometime soon. She said that she's busy. She's at a festival, but she's gonna stop by. So she gets
I think she's
sorry,
at Glastonbury Festival.
Yeah.
Glastonbury.
And it's like the solstice, so it's probably incredibly epic.
Yeah. That festival was sick.
Nice. I heard about it. I hope she's enjoying it.
Okay, so next, Ombre Solar. He gets the Rising Star Award.
Yeah.
For having a high average rank and being a dope rapper.
Thank you.
Joe, you get the Efficientry Award for. I think you've always got first place for the 2 meetings that you came for the ranking. So for that, you get the 1 award.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Joe. Woohoo.
Thanks, guys.
And also, while we're doing this, if I don't have your Wax account, go ahead and drop it down here. Dan is the next one I need because I'm gonna drop them like in order.
By down here, do you mean in the meeting chat or?
Yeah, in the meeting chat, and then I can sort of mint them, and then we can take a look later.
Okay.
So
I was gonna add. I'll do that now, but also I was gonna add. There's a nice, I guess, poetry there with Ombre Solar being the rising star. And also he has a background maybe still too, like he did last time.
And Pixie, you skipped my awards. He gets the Unicorn Award, which he got earlier, and also the Hacker Award for manipulating the point system. So we'll see that when we get to the statistics. Okay, so yeah, we have some statistics here. Again, they're kind of fairly accurate, but the ones I checked are pretty good. Total points, it was really close between Rosmari and Dan. So neck and neck there. I think Dan had better attendance, but Rosmari scored a little bit higher. So Rosmari did end up on top. And next, Corellia, also with really good attendance. And then Ombre joined later. Didn't have as many opportunities. And Joe, always a big scorer when he is here, racked up 10 points. And then Pixie somehow had 1,000,000 points. Why is it 7,000? I don't know. He just makes up his points.
It used to be 1,000,000 from what I recall. I guess I think it used to be 1,000,000 in the last time. I don't know if this is the article you did last week or 2 weeks ago, or this is a new one, but at some point it was 1,000,000, and we were wondering how he does it.
Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows.
And then Pixie does it best. And then also Gudasol. So you were 35, and so you were actually number 1, right? Or no?
I would have been, yeah.
Okay.
I would have been, but I'm the host, so it's not really fair because I have to have perfect attendance.
Okay.
So, yeah, I disqualified myself.
Okay. Cool. Well,
I love that picture. Yeah.
Oh, the one down here.
Yeah, really nice picture. I like it.
yeah.
All right, and I'll show you guys the NFT real quick. And then in the background, while we're talking, oh yeah, I don't have an inventory. What was Rosmari, what was your
Galaxy. Some rays. I will let you know in a bit.
why does it say $2 there?
Cosmic rays.
I don't, oh, that's weird. That's so funny.
What?
It says $2. Like it converts that link. Oh, that's so weird.
Not joined though, so I can't really.
Hmm?
Can you share my whatever I send you?
Yeah, sure.
On WhatsApp. Oh,
Sure.
but then you're not
Telegram.
really on Telegram probably.
Yeah, that works. If you want, I can give you an external keyboard too that you can control this one from.
Really?
Yeah, you want it?
All right, so this is the NFT.
Or if you want, you can type it here too. Either way.
I already sent it to you.
Okay, Telegram.
And
Nice.
this,
Beautiful.
Oh,
I minted the first one already to Rosmari.
thanks. I've seen this before.
Yeah, this art I actually just made, I think last night, but it's using the Chariot of the Gods, which is one of my original fractals from a few years ago. And it's also a music NFT. So I put Pray to the Sun, which is like, this is the song, the verse that I performed with Ombre Solar.
Recently?
Yeah, the one that I was saying that they had a concert
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, Rosmari was not there when we talk about the concert.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just a quick update. We were like with my band in a festival, and I invite Good Assault to perform with us, and it was really nice.
Nice. Yeah, I saw some stories.
Yeah, yeah. I post a reel like 2 days or 1 day ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
that really
check out
nice.
the
I just
video.
finally watched it.
Looked cool and it's great. But also, were you understanding everything in Spanish? I think your Spanish is pretty good, right?
I mean, yeah, I probably don't understand everything.
Almost.
He's good. He's good at his Spanish. He just needs to practice more with me. What do you think about?
Solo hablamos en inglés acá en la casa. We only speak English here at home.
Are you gonna build the same? Are you still in the same house?
We are until the 8th of next month.
Okay. So are you gonna do more performances live?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
we have one on. Oh shit! I need to confirm to that guy. Sorry, I just remember that on 21st, I think, of July. Yeah, like there's one guy that just called me to make a concert, and I tell yeah, but I also invite Douglas again, and we are going to prepare like yeah, a really good show. I mean, we want to make like not just like rap our songs, but create like a like a more artistic show, you know, with the synthesizer and think about the story. I don't know. We are just figure out what we are going to do, but yeah, we're going to have another concert together. But it's going to be just Good as Soul and me. Like the last one was with my band.
Nice. Well, I'm happy for Good so. And for you too, but
Yeah, we're really happy. Like it's really good to perform.
Yeah, it's good for the soul.
Awesome.
good for good so.
Yes.
Great.
Great to hear.
We actually just made music too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Oh,
Really?
you made a song. What did you do? Tell us.
Do you wanna play some what?
Yeah,
It's over.
perform for us.
We can do a performance, being that it's the end of the season performance.
Let us know
Yeah.
when you wanna. We can make some, but if you have a schedule right now that you wanna go through,
Yeah.
then we can leave that for later. Basically, I didn't suggest to do it now, but we can just play the other one that we recorded.
Yeah, we can do it whenever. Oh, the iPad just died, so I'm gonna charge it. I forgot to
Okay.
charge it before.
So we can come back to
Yeah.
it. But we
Yeah.
made
Well,
beat.
nice. Well, it depends about Douglas, but yeah, I would love to listen at the end or now or whatever. Just whenever you want.
I mean, honestly, I'm down now. I'm kind of like minting the NFTs in the background, like, and I think it would set a good vibe, get us into the storytelling mood.
We just need to recharge it.
I can also see if the Ableton Live export work too. We're using.
Oh yeah, we can.
So we've done a whole lot of music collaborations since we've
Bring
been
your
here.
cloud.
Yes, and so
We've done a whole lot of collaboration.
well, I don't know, like not a huge amount, not as much as we could.
I think yesterday
but-
was one of the first times.
No, we did over the past 2 days we started doing a lot more.
Yeah.
But then this morning and last night we played with an app on the iPad called Groovebox, which is a really sweet app. And then Rosmari made a few really cool beats and parts of songs on there. And then one of the things we tried doing is
Play on this.
playing, and we recorded it, but the iPad is charging now. And then we also tried doing an Ableton Live export too. So I'll try seeing if that worked well. I think this is it.
But
What's up?
then
Oh,
say
and
that
then
we
there's
played
this
on
too.
on the
Yeah.
C keyboard.
Yeah, I have a keyboard here. I don't know if you can see it, probably not. It's called a C board. And it is like a keyboard but have you ever heard of this or seen it? It's got like these wavy keys over here. I pasted the notes here, but yeah, basically,
What?
and then I can actually load it up so it can be heard here. Right now, it's not currently working, but if I just hit two the buttons,
What's the name again of that keyboard?
this is called the Seaboard. It's called the Seaboard Rise.
Well,
Whoa.
I hadn't seen that before. Wow. Yeah, pretty nice.
It's kind of difficult to play when it's sideways like this. I never play like this. I could. It's like it's kind of like playing guitar. But yeah, Rosemary was doing like a masterpiece. Yesterday, she was like a classical pianist, like going wild with all sorts of cool sounds.
What?
Yeah.
Will you play us something, Rosemary?
No, it's not really cool. We didn't record that one, but she was
Oh yeah, that was the first thing.
yeah, and we had there's different sounds, so you were playing some different one if you want to change. It's on the electric steel piano right now, but yeah, and then we can also raise the volume here too. I'm not sure if you can hear it well. Is it easy to hear for you guys?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, I can make it louder. It should be better.
Oh, is that too loud? Can they hear?
I think you can hear, right?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And this one is now working. And then I'll try loading that other thing it was live too. If any point, good, so you're ready, then you can let us know.
I kind of want to change the.
Are you trying to change this one?
Yes.
I'm gonna, so I'm kind of minting in the background. I'll just like share my screen every once in a while and
Okay.
get the mints on the stream.
Okie dokie. Sounds good. And
I'm about to mint Corellia's. I just minted Dan's a second ago. So congratulations, Dan. And I'm writing each person's like kind of place here as well.
there, yeah.
Great. And you can change it too?
Yes.
So we can both move?
Yeah, it's nice. Although we'll have to like only one of us can do it at a time, or else we'll be working
Yes.
against each other. So if you want to go ahead.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's cool. But also I'm down with whatever. Oh, we were playing this one last night.
Space piano.
Yeah. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. I don't actually know the chords to this. We were playing this a bit yesterday at the Alien Worlds Fractal. We were playing some space songs. That's cool.
You're not gonna play?
I am, but I'm also trying to figure out how to import the stuff you're doing. So here's like different tracks, I think. This is one of the tracks that you played there. And then, yeah, I guess I'll add all these tracks. I can either add the MIDI in which case it would start a new project, so I can do that, and then we can play around there, or I can just export all these as audio files into there.
There should be two different ways that these were saved. You know.
Yeah. Well, there is.
So one is just the whole project.
Okay.
On
Yes.
one
Yep.
thing.
So this is.
Can we open that one?
You want just the whole project at once?
Yes.
Okay. Let me try
Not
that.
different.
Okay. Don't save. The only thing is, I think we'd have to reload the equator because I'm not sure if it will work there.
Is that it?
Let's see. See, it has the same structure where you recorded the two different
Yes.
sequences. This one should be low, probably.
Yeah.
Have you played around Ableton before?
No.
You understand what I'm doing here?
No, but
Okay. Yeah, so these are all the clips and it's called the session
are
view.
they on?
Right now, this one is on.
Yes.
This one is on. This
But
one is on.
why not all of them?
Oh, I could do them all. If you want to do the whole section, then you can hit that. Or you can do each one individually. And then you can change the volumes of each one like this. I don't know. Oh, so these are audio and those are MIDI. So if I turn these off, I don't know if they'd stop playing. If they do anything. Yeah, so I think all the...
Can they hear that?
I think they can hear it. You can hear it, right? Yeah, they can hear it. How's it sound?
Yeah. It's amazing.
sounds-
I love it.
It sounds like 80s.
Sounds good.
I don't know. It's a vibe.
Nice. This is what Rosmari just made like an hour ago or so.
Can you put the second section?
You play section 2? Yeah. This is where you went high with one of those. If you want, you can play around with it too and use that. Or this also has battery now, so if you want to stand here and I can go there, then you can play this while we're doing it live.
Let them listen.
Okay.
Now it's the Aquadance meeting.
Yes. Aquadance. It looks like Umber is digging it.
I feel like you need that space background back for this music.
Stop it.
Hold on a second. Rosmari just disappeared. I don't know why.
Ah,
It's maybe because I'm oh, I have a green screen.
yes.
There we go. Yeah, the only thing is I have to fix the lighting. I don't know what this is over here that's making this weird lighting. It goes over here. This is the... I don't know what this is. This is a chair. It's just not well lit on the floor, so I can maybe fix that lighting situation by moving this light here.
That's the iPad. Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have another?
Albert says your music is pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Well, I'm here with Douglas.
I know he broke the fourth wall.
No! Yeah, I really like it. Like, if you're going to make more music and you got like an atmosphere like that, just send it to me and I put some synths over those atmospheres. I really like it.
Nice.
Thank you. Well, yeah. I mean, why not? We just have to come to it.
Yeah, definitely, Umber. We should definitely jam and collaborate.
What do you guys think? Oh, Corelio's here.
there's also the recording you did
I
yesterday.
was gonna say we can move on to the stories
Okay,
here,
first
seeing
one,
who
too.
can get Corellia first, because she'll probably have to go as well. Hombre, you can't show drugs on live streams. You can't show weed pipes on live streams. Hello, Corellia.
Hi.
Hey, Corellia.
Hello, guys. Am I too late?
No, you're actually perfect timing, because we were just about to do the stories. So, how
Oh, yes.
how's the festival?
Well, it starts tomorrow, but today the crew arrives. But I think also other people. Yeah. But it opens officially tomorrow and starts tomorrow. So right now I'm just we just arrived. I'm probably gonna put my tent later. Hopefully it doesn't rain because it's really great over there. But yeah, everything's fine. Very excited. Very, very excited.
Oh, good. Well, happy solstice to you.
Yes, happy solstice to you too. Oh, Pixie, happy solstice. Oh,
So, Corellia, if you want, I know that you're probably the most busy. I was thinking we were about to jump into like sharing the stories. You're welcome to share yours first if you wanted to.
yes.
What do you think?
Yeah. Yes, yes, that would be perfect. Yeah. So, um, to share like about what this experience has been during these weeks, right? During this period.
Yeah, so kind of like exactly that, exactly what your experience was and related to the growth, and carry it forward, how you're going to carry it forward and things like that.
Yes. Yes. Well, as a recap, my rebirth goal was to starting to facilitate art therapy sessions. They're complemented with meditation, guided meditations as well, and to start doing it online, but also most importantly in real life. So far, this journey has teach me a lot of things, and I feel very grateful for what I I have been part of with you guys, because I feel like I I felt the support, and I felt more, I guess, motivated and inspired to take action, knowing that not because I have to check on you, you check on me, because I think it was the a feeling of collective sort of um, uh, purpose, maybe. So in a way, the the fact that you were there listening and being supporting us and accepting all the, my stories and it really helped me realize how important it is to have someone to share this, and even though sometimes the progress was very little, it was good to know that I'm not alone, and I'm not just, I guess, because sometimes when I'm by myself and I have small progress, I feel that letting myself down, because obviously could be better, but sometimes it just isn't, and that's all right as well. And yeah, it was good to share my progress every week, and to be heard, and also to listen to you others, your stories as well, and your progress, and this every little thing that it was, it was another step into your goals. And for me it was I have I didn't, I just realized I didn't do any session in real life during this period. uh, all of all of the sessions I have done, they were merely just online. So I guess that is what I'm taking away. I feel like now is now is the time to really do it in real life. I probably sound like I have said this before. But yes, and I feel motivated to do it, and I feel very grateful for you guys, and very grateful for showing up every week and being very punctual. That's something I really admire about you, especially because every time you're very punctual, and so and that is just, I don't know. I think it's another reason that I keep coming back, and yeah, and and I think the space sort of has grown in a way that we are learning more from each other in terms of uh, collective growth and this sort of matter. So I don't know if you guys already talked about the next period and stuff, but yeah, and you'll tell me later. But to conclude, I really feel that I have a lot of the milestones that I set up at the beginning were met, and I feel very happy with the progress I have done, and very grateful for I don't know. Rosmari was like she she gave me some donation for it, so that monetary aspect actually did something. It was another milestone of mine, so I feel very grateful for that as well. And yes, I think this the way that is this set up, I think it's really helpful for me. It's been really helpful for me, I'm definitely looking forward to keep joining for the next one. That's it. Yes.
Thank you so much. And it's great to see your progress. And also I shared to the rest of the group, if you want a link, I can share a link to whatever you want people to know about you in
Yes.
this article.
Yeah,
we
I'll
did
be
not-
delivering my link. I didn't go back to that.
We did not discuss the topic yet, so
Yeah,
there's
perfect.
plenty of time to be involved in that discussion as well. And
Yes.
does anybody who would like to go next? I want to go. Pixie. I have the system. I gotta get the points. Space Wrangler Joe, would you like to share? Would you like to share anything?
It was great to hear from you, Corellia, by the way. That was very inspiring. Thank you very much. And it's been such a pleasure meeting with you each week, too.
Yeah, very cool. And I hope you have fun at the festival. Actually, do you mind if I hear a couple other people's overviews before I go? Pretty please.
Sure, yeah, no worries. If no one wants to go, I can go.
If you want, I can go first, too. If you want to close it out, Kudasol or anything, I'm happy to go.
Sure, yeah, that's perfect. Go ahead, Dan. Take her away.
Okay, cool. And so, well, just to be clear, so what we're talking about right now is like summarizing the past few months since we started Aquadac. Is that right, or did I misunderstand?
No, so yeah, you can share like your progress in any way that was meaningful to you, right? So this is your perspective of your growth. Yeah, just in any way you want to take that.
Okay, great. Well, there's a lot I could say, and I'm really grateful to Kudasol for bringing this together. And it's been like better than I could have imagined. Like it's been really amazing in many ways. And so thank you, Kudasol, for hosting and doing an amazing job with that, as well as Corellia and Rosmari and Joe and Ombre Solar, and also everyone else who joined over the past 3 months. It's been really awesome 3 months. Where do I start? Super inspiring. So I guess just as like a high level overview or to start, well, my rebirth goal has been, and I kind of just picked this quick because I was like, oh, I want to go to this meeting. I don't know. I never heard of the idea of a rebirth before. I don't know if I heard that phrase, but I was like, okay, well, yeah. Kudasol was sharing it. I remember you started talking about it at the Eden Fractal meeting, which I really appreciated. That was like right before it started, and I'd been following you and Aquarius Academy for a while before that, and that was awesome that you're doing these condensed games, and also the whole idea of it seemed fascinating. And so I was just like, I figured music was a good thing because I love music a lot, and I used to play a lot more, and that's what I really want to do. Like a lot of the time, play way more music, and so I figured it was a perfect opportunity to play more music and have it fun. And it's been like super inspiring, as I was saying. So I made my rebirth goal to I put together a site or just like a quick page really at edencreators.com/rebirth. I also made /Aquadac as well with that I'm going to keep updating over time. But the rebirth goal was about doing more musical collaborations and doing more songwriting and doing more live streams, which I used to do a lot of over the past 12 weeks. I see Gudasol said I can share a screen. I didn't like prepare like a thing to share, but I can pull it up perhaps. But there's been many times, a lot of times we didn't record it. We recorded like 3 or 4 times, I guess. And so I shared some different things at different times. But I don't know, maybe it'd be too much to try to share my screen at this point, but people can find it. I have a YouTube channel at Dance Party, and I hadn't really played much there. Like I haven't done a musical live stream. I've done probably like hundreds and hundreds of live streams, thousands of hours, and written like hundreds of songs like that are mostly finished or half finished or whatever. And that was like, you know, what I mostly focused on a while ago, but now I don't know how long the speech will be, by the way. If I'm going too long, then feel free to jump in, kind of telling the story here. But yeah, basically, I wanted to play a lot more, but I've been so busy with what we're doing with Eden Fractal and Contest Games and all these different things. So it hasn't been, I mean, there's just been really other exciting stuff that's really important to focus on. So I've been super busy, like working many hours each day, and hadn't had the chance to play music much. And I still like dance and sing and listen to music, but could certainly be way more musical. And yeah, I've had this meeting has been fun. It's been very fun, and we've gotten to know each other a lot better. And we have like great friendships here and great relationships and a lot of laughs and stuff. And then also, yeah, it's been very productive from the sense of wanting to play more music, and like I have had at least a kind of a partial rebirth, and like I think like rebirth is kind of a good word for it because it is like a big change in a way. There were some weeks I came and several weeks I came, I'm like I didn't do that much, and I went the whole week and I only played guitar for like 2 minutes or not at all or whatever. But then sometimes I did more, and I've done a lot of new things too, like fractal DJ and stuff. And now this past week I did a lot too, because Rosmari just she's visiting me here, and it's been really cool. She's an amazing musician, and also amazing talking with you, Gudasol and Umbre Solar, and checking out your music too, and hearing Corellia last week, and maybe I'll hear some music from Space Wrangler Joe sometime. And yeah, so I've been playing more with Rosmari. We've also been busy working too, so we've only played maybe couple hours total now, but we played a lot in the past 2 days. Most of that was the past 2 days, and it was really cool. I showed her this Groovebox app. I have a lot of amazing apps that I love to share, and it's cool showing her how it works, and she's playing really well. And then also like the keyboard and stuff, cool, just showing her how it works and hearing her. And then also I've been playing them too. There's a song, actually Rosmari, she saw like a thing that I had written when I was like 5 years old, or I guess I was like 10 years old. It's called The Lonely Cardinal. It was like a story that I wrote for school. It was about a lonely cardinal, about baseball and stuff like that. And so then I started to write a song about that. Or actually, I just did The Long and Winding Road. The Long and Winding Road from the Beatles, but doing The Lonely Cardinal. The Lonely Cardinal. I could sing it for you. I did a recording, and then I talked about how I'm going to put it in Notion and then have it where we can play it later. I took screenshots, so that was a song that I started writing that I'm excited about. And then I was also playing guitar a little bit while we were singing Music by Justin Timberlake. And then I sung a couple songs as well while playing guitar, so that was nice. And then yesterday at the Alien World Fractal, I got my keyboard set up like pretty much better, and I figured out how to route. Well, a big improvement this year or this season was learning how to route music into Zoom. So now I can route music like the iPad app, like we just did with Rosmari, or through Ableton Live into Zoom. And then also I got my thing so I could play the music and the microphone. And so yesterday at the Alien Worlds Fractal, we played a lot of music. We were playing Rocket Man and Spaceman and like all these different space songs. I was playing with Pat Novajoy, and he's also an amazing singer and awesome person. I saw Douglas. I think you joined for like a second, but then I didn't see you. So I'd be curious where you were. And then after that, I hosted the town hall, And we also, if you want to jump in, feel free. And I'll wrap it up soon because I've been going for a while. But then afterwards, we played the town hall too, and then that was also quite musical at the end too. Played some songs again with Pat and Overjoy, and I think everybody sung maybe a little bit there too. So it's also like thinking about the future. Now that we have the apps, and now that Rosmari will be here for a while, and we've been really enjoying music collaborations and looking forward to the next season of Aquadac. And now that I know how to play these things, I'm planning on like kind of bringing together what I've been doing with like the Eden Fractal and all the Contest game stuff with the music, because these are like opportunities to share music. So while having these meetings with a bunch of friends, and also that's another thing too that's come from these, just getting like good and meeting other people who are friends, like very good friends now, and like we laugh and we play music together. So it's making the Alien Worlds Fractal, the Eden Fractal, the Town Hall, the Aquarius, the Aquadac, all these different things. Like it's making a lot more musical. So it's like bringing it together. So yeah, like I said, better than I imagined, and I'm really excited. Like it's still underway. I hope we'll do a similar thing in the next season. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more music. But anyway, I could say more, but I've been going for a while, and so I could go in more detail if anybody wants, of course, but I'll leave it there and say that I'm very excited for the future with all you and the collaborations, and yeah, I'm gonna play a lot more music, and so I have a lot to thank for Aquadac, and I think it's a really amazing thing, and I'm looking forward to sharing more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. And we have a lot to thank for you as well.
Well, you're very welcome, and thank you. I'm very happy to be here and happy to help you again.
I do want to say, like, I think that Dan kind of always sells himself short no matter what it is. And he got to sell himself tall because he has been doing a lot of live music. And like he said, you know, now he's set up. So we look forward to lots more music. And we do appreciate you making this very meeting, as well as other meetings, more musical for us.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it very much. And well, you'll see. Maybe I won't sell myself short in the coming. I didn't try to sell myself short there. I do think like that stuff that we did this week was pretty amazing. So, but yeah, hopefully in the future it'll be so overwhelmingly amazing that I won't be able to sell myself short because everybody will be like. But yeah, I'm looking forward, and we can jam together. Also looking forward to jamming with Umbre and you too. Maybe we can work out some remote collaboration stuff too.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Andre was gonna unmute.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like we need to let's set a date, you know, like
Yeah.
let's make it real. Let's make it happen. Let's
make it
have
real.
some time in the week to create, or I don't know, to send some ideas. I don't know.
But yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. Maybe a part of this meeting, we can have like a little section where we do a musical. If you're up for it, maybe that can be a proposal for the upcoming season. And I
Or
also
we
want
can
to
do
hear
it right
Corellia
now,
sing
like
more
at the end
too.
of the call.
Yes.
Yeah, like the point is like for me is like just to start and see how we can figure out like our collaboration. I mean, you can send me ideas or can send us ideas like for rap or for synths or for keyboards, or we can send some. Like we've been busy because we are like doing an album and we've been working on that. But if we can like set like a specific date, I think that my mind will be more like, you know, like a structure for that. Because if we just say like to make it, but then we don't have like a day. I got a lot of things. I'm going to release like my new album with my band. Like tomorrow, we are going to put it in platforms, and it will take like 1 month. And we are doing a lot of stuff of that. So yeah, that's why I like if we don't have like in a specific day, probably my mind will be like with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, but I'm down to it, and I really like what you play like later, and yeah, I'm down for make beats or atmospheres or whatever.
Awesome. I'm down too, and very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, Dan, maybe you could like lay something down on the seaboard, like lay down, you know, just one track, or Rosmari too, like lay down one sort of instrument track and then send that to us and we can add more stuff to it, you know?
Yeah.
That would be a cool way to collab that would kind of be asynchronous. to use a blockchain term.
Yeah, I really dig a lot of that looping stuff that people do, and like I've seen a lot of live performers too where they'll just like put out the mic to random people in the audience and then like make a whole beat and all kinds of stuff with just random sounds from people. And this might be a good place to like at least gather some of that to try to do that. And I'd totally contribute a boom bop or something,
Okay.
Looking forward to the boom bap. Absolutely. That sounds great. Also, we can do like an Aquadac song too if you're up for it, or we can do like a song for Pixie or something. We can figure out something
We
to
can
do.
make an
Pixie would definitely have to be in that song.
What's that?
we can make an-
Pixie would definitely have to be in that song.
It could be Aquadad. Could do a whole bunch of songs like an Aquadac a mixtape or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, one thing at a time. Write down a keyboard line and send it to us, and we'll make a beat and see if it ends up on the album, because I think that would be a really cool collaboration to have on the album.
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, let's make something. You're going to send us one idea, and we are going to send you one idea, and then
Keep it
you can
simple.
put sounds or whatever you want, vocals or whatever, in the idea that we're going to send you, and vice versa. We can put like whatever we want, like in the idea that you will send us.
Bye.
Cool. Aquadac theme song, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Joe, if you want to make the chorus, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I could chip in.
Nice.
All right.
No.
Very cool.
And Corellia, she can do her fish.
No, she can sing.
No,
She has a
What?
Is it? The song, the Japanese song?
Yeah, I have.
Maybe I should be I don't remember.
No.
She said that she was studying piano, so probably she
Oh,
can
yeah.
also make
Yes.
some
I
piano
wasn't
stuff.
studying.
What does that sound right there? Is
I
that
was actually I brought my fish. This is my fish. I want to show you.
Oh, you have your fish, yay.
yeah, was
So
that
I
like
carry
food or
the
something?
first one now. So it's like sort of like a sound. Yeah, it just have like two holes. Well, it has this one on the mouth as well. So you can make pretty much many sounds. Yeah, I mean practicing with this sound that has some Peruvian sounds, so it kind of matches it out because just by itself it's just like difficult. But yeah, I've been just learning about it, but I'm not doing very good. To be practicing every day and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's awesome. I'm glad that we have some plans in the books. You want to jump back and we can finish doing the stories, and then we can talk about the thing, and then I'm down to stay and play some music afterwards if people want. Like, I'm certainly open to that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, who wants to go next? Do we have any volunteers? I want to go. I want to go. Pixie.
Looks like we have a volunteer.
Pixie he never submitted his any of his paperwork, so
I can go next then.
all right. Awesome.
Okay, so my rebirth goal is to set up my marketing brand agency called Rosmari Digitally. And that was 3 months ago. And I managed to do that. And also that came hand in hand with the Eden and EOS and just joining in Fractal, to be more specific, and getting to know people from there that I can collaborate with. But not only that, the Aquadac meeting, which was happening weekly, that really kept me on track too. So all of those things in combination made it possible so that I can stick to my goals and also not be hard on me. That was the whole thing. One of the main incomes, not feel like I'm not doing enough, because not every week is gonna be the popping week, I guess. Like it's work in progress, and that's one of the main learnings that I got out from the Aquadac meetings. It can't just happen overnight. Success, and hearing about the stories and just the process of how you all are managing and how you all are going through difficulties is like giving me wings, really. And also I enjoy it because it's kind of like a show too. because we're real people, and real people, first of all, it's not scripted, and second, we actually build connections too, instead of watching someone's life and what they're doing. So when we participate, we also build our own connections as friends, and we can collaborate, and there's so many more things that can come out of that. And I learned a lot as well about myself too. It's like it's a project, right? Like Big Brother kind of thing. Big Doug. So yeah, it's been really inspiring, and all those happy moments, and that energy field that we come into, and the different elements as well that are included in the seasons, the different seasons and the elements that go with it, and whatever we want to achieve in our own life, and everyone's going through their own things, and still, showing up for the meetings for 3 months. That means that proves consistency, and even showing that to yourself, that's something like that's big. That means like you show up for yourself and for others too. So we're like a team, and we help each other. And yes, I am grateful, and thank you for providing me with that experience. And thank you all as well for contributing to that. I really appreciate you all, and
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the next thing.
Yay. Thank you so much, Rosemary. And you've been a shining member here. And I'm very grateful that you're here and that you're excited to keep going and keep going with this experiment and keep making it real, and see how real we can get it. And I love the reality show thing. I'll give other people a chance to respond too, but that's like got me a lot of ideas. Because it's already called like season 1,
Yeah. Thank you.
And congratulations for winning as well.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Congrats. Great speech.
We have to take a break.
Big Brother Aquadac.
You even have the sound for it. The Big Brother.
I'd rather be a father figure, Aquadad.
Aquadad.
Aquadad came from like I had a typo in when I made the group for Telegram, so it was an Aquadad group one week, so that's where that came about. Any more feedback, or do you we can move on to whoever wants to go next? I think we have Ombre and Joe.
I can go now if you want, Ombre, or you can go either way.
Well, yeah. I just first of all, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys. Like, it's really good to be here. Thanks to Douglas, of course. Like, I've been late. Like, I entered like in the week, I don't know, like 7 or something like that. And it was kind of hard just like to get the rhythm of it, especially with my goals and and yeah, like understanding like the whole process of the Aquadac meetings. But as I said to Douglas like this morning or probably yesterday, now I got time distortion, fuck. But I think that it's really good to have people like a community to share your experience, your goals, that somehow like they are like aware of your process, and that you can share like your experience. So I'm grateful with that. Well, like my goal was kind of abstract, or yeah, but at the same time it was like really practical, and it was like to be responsible of myself, and also like take care of my healing process, of my chronic pain process. So yeah, I think that I've been going through a lot of things, but as I said to Douglas like this morning, I'm feeling like really connected with the light. I don't know, with God, whatever you want to call it. I'm feeling inspired, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that it's the point to illumination, but it's like somehow like a point that I feel like a really big and deep connection with light, and that I'm happy. You know, the I'm over, like that I overcome, or that I'm just getting out of a lot of difficult process, as suicide, as depressions, as a lot of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you. Like I think that this space like has taught me about, yeah, like structure your goals, or think about your, yeah, of what do you want in life. So it's good. Thank you all. Like you all are really great and magic people, and I'm looking forward for making music for real. Like I want to share like music with you. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Hombre Solar. And, you know, your name is Hombre Solar, so keep walking that path of illumination. It's so weird to talk to you because like we're in the same house.
Yeah. I'm just charging my phone, but yeah, I feel that you're like in another country, but then I'm going to break. But then is there like
Oh,
We're all again.
all right. Anybody want to follow any words for Hombre Solar before we move on?
Yeah. Cheers.
Very inspiring. It's been a huge pleasure meeting you, Brett, too, and I'm looking forward to playing music for real. And yeah, I say more about Keep It Short. Thank you so much.
All right, cool. Space
This is
Wrangler
very
Joe, do you have anything for us? Sorry if I cut somebody off.
Yeah, I sure do. So okay, so I did have a great experience, and it was really cool kind of meeting with all you guys and kind of getting to know you. I know I was probably the least showing up for myself and for you guys, so I apologize for that. But hopefully in this next season I can get a little bit better with that, and show up a little bit. I feel like I kind of came into this, I don't want to say pessimistic, but when I first met Douglas on the Eden thing and heard him talking about like the ninth dimension and all this kind of hippy dippy stuff. I come from like a festival background and hanging out with a lot of people that kind of are sometimes nonsensical with that stuff. I had my doubts. But I think this is very good. I think it was really good for all of us. I think like a lot of you have mentioned, just to kind of hold yourself accountable for doing things that you think are positive on a weekly basis is just a great tool in general. And I appreciate you guys kind of helping me on that journey. And yeah, so I kind of came in questioning, and I've left this session fully like, this is good, this is a positive thing, and I want to support it. I'm excited to kind of create a new, I don't know if it's a rebirth thing. I don't know if I don't know what our next step is, but it's kind of, I don't know if it is, you know, other dimensionally or solstice related or whatever, but I do feel like I'm at a turning point as well right now. I've had a lot of things come to culmination, and a lot of things are either restarting or continuing on. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to contribute to the theme song. I love that your NFT that we have also has music in it. I think that's super cool. I'd love to see our next one have a music video. I know you're super AI guy. I don't know if you use Kyber or any of these other cool ones, but it would be interesting to kind of come together on that function too. That's maybe somewhere I could help contribute a little bit more than musically. I do have a frog. I don't know if you can see it here in my window, but I do have a musical frog. It's not a fish, but I do have a musical animal. And yeah, I'm just super grateful to be part of this and look forward to taking part more and yeah, being involved. So thanks, guys.
Awesome, Joe. Thank you. And I appreciate your energy. Anytime you come, you always have great energy. So we look forward to next season, and I'm very curious what you have to suggest when we get to that.
It's cool.
All right. Any other feedback?
Great speech, Joe. Awesome stuff. Thank you.
I appreciate leading the claps, Dan.
Yeah, that was good. Always got we got some whistles too. There we go. Thank you.
Claps are underrated on Zoom calls because people don't realize how valuable it is to confuse your neighbors.
To confuse your neighbors. Oh, you mean
Yeah, your neighbors just like hear you on the computer, just like clapping. Like, I don't know.
Yes, that is very valuable.
All right. Well, that leaves Sir Douglas fresh. And I just committed a great foul. I just called myself my old name. So that's something we have to talk about. So what was my rebirth goal? My rebirth goal was to go past Sir Douglas Fresh and to become Gouda Soul. So before I talk sort of about my rebirth goal, like just being here right now with all of you is such a fulfilling thing. And no matter what I grew during these 3 months, and I did grow, and I succeeded my own expectations as well. But just the fact that we're all still here and that you guys just got on this video and told all of us, but I listened, Pixie listened, how you grew was the most important thing and the most important growth in my life. As I move towards this path of seeing how we all value each other's lives or add value and bring meaning to each other's lives. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for growing with me, and thank you for taking it serious and letting it be that benefit, because it has to materialize and it has to come into life. And everybody here, we are the ones that's taking these ideas and bringing them to life. And I think it's such a beautiful thing that we are deciding what that is, what that next step is, right here, right now, after I get done sharing my story. So my rebirth goal is to become Gouda Soul. And Gouda Soul is my rap name. And one thing about me is I'm always sort of changing my rap names. I'm always sort of having this really big initial energy As an Aries, that's sort of my celestial energy. Is I'm the first star sign. I start things, but sometimes it's hard to finish things. And a result of that is like I have different rap names: Sir Douglas Fresh, God Soul, Fresh, DEF, and before that I was just Douglas. And you know, rebirth was letting go of all that and just saying, okay, I don't need to rap about what I used to rap about. I can be reborn into this new personality and define it for who I want and, you know, where I'm going, not where I've been. So I set metrics in order to get there. And for me, in my experience in these 12 weeks, the metrics were what really pushed me forward. So I define those as making more music, presenting myself and thinking of myself as Gouda Soul, and then like growing my follower base. So I didn't really get a lot more streams and things like that. I did release a fair amount of music, including multiple collaborations, one with one electronic producer I met in what was it? Stereo Picnic Music Festival, and then we have 2 so far, I think, with Hombre Solar, and then one with Hota in the band. Also, the biggest thing I think for me, for my goals, was to perform, and I was lucky enough to perform with Inner Groove, with Hombre Solar, and that was really, really great to break that barrier and really sort of take that personality and see what it's like in that different energetic environment. And it was a really powerful, really positive experience. And we look forward to the next show. We're working on a show together on the either 21st or 22nd of next month. So that's a small event, but it's a very important thing for us to grow. And yeah, like the biggest thing for me was like, you know, to be reminded of your goals every week is it gets you into this cycle, and using this weekly cycle, it matches your weekend, it matches your sort of flow of your work days. And I think at first it was like added pressure to do things like right before the meeting, like Monday night, be like, oh man, what did I do? Okay, well, I'm going to work on some music. And then like by maybe week 6 or 8 or something, it got to kind of ingrained in the default thought patterns. And one of the things was with my name, with Gouda Soul, and just sort of like remembering to say, oh, my name is Gouda Soul, instead of like, oh, my name is Douglas. So yeah, that was a big benefit for me. And like to end it all, to end my little rant, my little speech, the biggest thing is to grow together. And what we're doing now is we're deciding what direction that we grow in. So I'm really looking forward to listening, and I would like to go last as well, but to listen to what you guys would like to have for the theme of next month, because now we have made that connection. Now we are this sort of core group, and we can sort of feel out not just what we need, but what the group could need. And yeah, so it's a beautiful thing, and I look to see how it grows. And thank you all again for sharing your energy here at Aquadac, and not just with me, but with everybody here, and hopefully with everybody that we inspire. So thank you. Woo! Woo! And the trumpet, it's trumpet time, it's trumpet time.
Go Gouda Soul!
That's for everybody, that's not just for me.
Hey, well, yes, well, that one was for you, but also I'll give it for everybody too later, maybe. But yeah, also for everybody. Yeah, of course, the trumpet's for everybody. But yeah, great speech though. And thank you, Gouda Soul. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about what we would like to grow for the next month. Keep in mind, like, this is real life, guys. This is not a game. This is our lives and where we're going to be at the end of this. I'm hearing a lot of people with renewal energy. You know, Ombre had the same sort of said a similar thing to what Joe said, that, you know, he was feeling the turnaround energy too. You know, I'm feeling that shift as well. I think that Rosmari and Dan also have a huge shift in life, and Corelli as well. So, who has ideas?
Well, one question first. Do you say next month or next season? And so we're planning for the next season, like the next 13 weeks or so, or just next month?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah. The next, like, starting next week. So we'll kick off next season, like at the same time next week. And I'm hoping just to keep sort of this rolling format, following the celestial cycles, following the solstice and the equinox, where we have the, 12 weeks and then the 13th week powwow. If it ever sort of gets jumbled, we'll go back. But yeah, I meant the next season.
Okay. So then there's 4 equinoxes per year, or just two?
2 equinoxes and 2 solstices.
Okay, got it. Cool.
So we'll end either at an equinox or a solstice, and we'll start either at an equinox or a solstice. So we have this arc of celestial energy sort of taking us forward each time. And right now, the solstice is at 10 a.m. So less than 24 hours. It's at 10 a.m. tomorrow, technically, the highest point of the solstice. So we're at like the crescendo of the energy of the solstice right now. And yeah, so that's the magnification of the universe into our collective desires.
Sounds great. Thank you for explaining. I'm happy to share some ideas if you'd like, but if anyone wants to go first, feel free.
Go for it, Dan.
Okay. Well, I'll first say that I think we should keep doing what we're doing, basically. Like, I think that this is a good kind of formula or recipe that we have, and that Gudasol wrote in the first place with the rebirth goal and people working on things that are important to them. So I would like to continue doing a similar kind of thing each week, sharing what I'm doing about music and the stuff I was saying before. Like, I feel like I suppose in the process of the rebirth, so to speak, where it's like, yeah, a lot has changed, a huge amount has changed, and it's been super inspiring so far, as I said before, but also there's much more that can happen too. So I'd like to keep going on that journey and keep doing the similar thing we're doing. I think it's really fun and really helpful. So I don't know if you have a different idea, Gudasol, about how you think it's best. And I'm happy to do different ways too, if you think it's better to do different ways. But I think that keeping the same kind of formula recipe, but just building on that and seeing where it goes for the next season, it's a really good idea. And I suppose if people want to change their goals or focus on something else, then it could be up to each person. But I'd be in favor of keeping it pretty similar, but then also at the same time, one, seeing where the story has progressed for each of us and continuing to hear from each of you as you're all working to do things you want to do and keep progressing. It'd be great to see your progressions in your goals and stories, in addition to working on mine. And then also growing it too. So inviting more people. Like, I agree, we have an awesome, amazing core group here. So I look forward to seeing y'all more. And then also, I know Gudasol, you said at some point you're planning to promote it and invite more people. And yeah, I think growing it is a good idea. Obviously, we want to grow in the right way, so we keep the same kind of special culture and same kind of feelings, or culture vibe, have the same fun and stuff like that. Grow in the right way, basically. But yeah, inviting more people to enjoy it and experience this. And God, I think that, how much value we've gotten out of this and how great it's been so far, like many other people can benefit greatly from it. And it can also be scaled and have different groups following in Aquadac's footsteps too, eventually. And in addition to that, maybe just adding more, like I really like Gudasol, how you're doing kind of like those, some of those kind of like recaps you sometimes do in the WhatsApp chat, and then also the article that you wrote, and then NFTs. I think more of that. I know you only got so much time, Gudasol, and all of us have limited time and resources to do it. But I think also, as we can, doing more things like that that make it more fun and promote it and get the word out and share the memories, and also sharing the videos, as you said. Like, we're thinking of doing that. So all that stuff is cool to do in addition, and then also more NFTs and stuff and more games eventually. but yeah, I think it'd be great to kind of do what we're doing now, but kind of just keep growing with it.
Awesome. One thing, so what we're looking for is like we're not looking to change the format, although I'm definitely open to any way to improve. As well as like the big thing for me is always the tech, and halfway through you realize that okay, we don't really need the tech to get the benefit here, but we do need the tech to scale the benefit. So that's something in the next season I want to get better defined. I don't really want to get into that right now, but what we're looking for is like a one-word summary of what our collective sort of intention is for the next year. So, or for the next season. So that could be, it could be growth, right? So we had rebirth, it could be growth, it could be crystallization, it could be shaking, which would be like shaking things up in your life. It could be, Ombre had a good one. I'm not going to say it. Do you remember what we were talking about?
Yeah, but I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead, take it away, Ombre, and then yeah.
I mean, it's about the connections, right? Yeah. So probably we can think about like connections to materialize your projects or something like that. Yeah, we were talking about that, but we need to get, I don't know, to talk more about it and be more specific. But it could be like, yeah, like this time try to work with others, not just in yourself, but also try to work with other people and make connections and help people with like with with your projects and all of that. So we were talking about that, but I don't know, what do you think about it?
And just to clarify, one second, Rosemary. I just want to clarify that this would still be deciphered into your own goal, right? So, like Dan, you would be like your goal would then become, okay, I want to make more collaboration music, live streams, or something like that, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to everyone? And then you can go ahead, Rosemary.
Yeah.
I'm not totally clear on that. So you're saying if like the theme is kind of like connection rather than rebirth, then that would tie into my goal, or did I maybe I totally misunderstood that. I don't know.
Yeah, so like each season we're united under a collective desire, and that desire we try to summarize in one word, and then we all decide how that plays into our own lives and our own goals, right? So you could choose to take something like connection, and you could choose to say, oh, I want to make this mean about music, or you could take a different direction. You could say, I want to focus on something else. It's a choose your own adventure.
Okay, cool. Sounds great. Thank you for the clarification. And I like choosing adventures.
Okay, so I think on the back of Umber Solar's point, connection, I like that. And for example, how about we have something like a workshop every 2 weeks or something, just as an extension to the actual meeting. And so we can connect to materialize our projects and try to work with others, not just with ourselves. This is what Ombre Solar said. And we can use those workshops to collaborate together and produce more if we can help each other that way. And just thinking about Notion, we can possibly set up a Notion page with all of us there. And there's a really nice Notion template with projects and tasks where each can have our own project in there, and then we can collaborate there with the different tasks. And just for example, I can see what Albert Solar is working on, and then I can see the tasks that he might need to collaborate, a collaborator, which he can share in the meeting itself. we can just use that Notion to easily communicate what we would like to be helped with, or just what we would like to collaborate on something on with somebody, basically. And
That sounds
have
great.
have this as a task in a way. And then there's an option to put an assignee or collaborator, we can call it collaborator, and then we can work in teams in a way to I guess go faster and be more structured with what kind of help everyone needs and what can we provide in that relation.
Will,
Just
will you set that up? If you want to set that up, like I'm 100% down. Like I'll
kind of easy to
I'd
set
love
up
to
because it's a template now, and it's just that everyone will have to just input their project, their individual project in the template. But I can share more. I can share the template with you, or
Okay.
the draft, I guess, and you can see if it fits. If it fits.
Okay. Yeah. Because one thing I wanted, and I've sort of been saying for a while, is like to collect links and reflect whatever attention, even if we're not getting a lot of attention right now, whenever we do get attention, to reflect that into the individual members' projects. So I think that would be a good, like a good Notion home base is something that we've needed for a while. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I'll
And
say that I totally agree. I think that's a excellent suggestion. I like focus on connections and collaborations, and yeah, I've also been excited about the projects feature. And Rosemary's been showing me how it works. And I've been watching and reading. I just shared a link in the chat, which has some information about the new templates and new product about projects, like having a Notion home base in general. I'm very much aligned with that, and then specifically this new projects feature. It's kind of a big release from Notion, where it combines projects and tasks with Notion for collaboration. It also combines AI tools, and there's some new features there. There's also like a pretty in-depth tutorial series that Rosemary watched. I'm about to watch too, as well as just a good website there at notion.so/projects if you want to check it out.
Unless you want to, we can share the screen and play the video. I think it's 1 minute video that shows how it looks like. If you want to do that now, if not,
I don't. I don't want to get too distracted from the point. Let's. So we're kind of diving down this connection thing. I want to hear more ideas for themes.
Well, I'll just say so far that you mentioned growth, and I thought that sounded great too. So growth, connection, I like both of those a lot, and those ones are good enough for me. But if anybody else wants to share anything else, then happy to hear it. And I'm sure there's lots of great things we could do.
I really like connection, and we will kind of vote for this here once we have all the ideas out. But one thing that popped into my mind with that is like roots, like not just growth, but like the roots aspect. Just because it does follow from this idea of a seed or a rebirth. So I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah, foundations.
Foundations, but
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah, I think connections is good, and it is almost like a root and a foundation, like just like how this group has been for us, like just having other people that are aware of what you're doing and are supportive, is like a root system, or you know what I mean, support system. But I like the connections too. It does make sense. Rebirth, and then here I am now. What do I do? Well, you got to start exploring your world, right?
Okay, so I'm about to open up the vote. Does anybody have any more nominations? So far, I think we're all gonna pick connection. I think I'm gonna pick,
Oh, connection.
but just so we can do it, just so we can do a real vote.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Any last nominations?
Pixie.
Growth. and then blossoming. That's like obviously ahead of the game, but that's another option maybe for the future.
Yeah, that's a good one for the future for sure.
Yeah. Worshipping Pixie.
Worshipping Pixie. That's not the future I want. What do you mean? I'm already worshiping.
Pixie's taking over.
It's well, there's like the whole history of idol worship, and like I believe, not to get too far into the ninth dimensional stuff, but I believe like a part of our human DNA is sort of set up to worship some either an idol or like a god, and that's something that was sort of intentionally planted in us. So like a lot of these ancient cultures, they practiced idol worship sort of because we have this predisposition to want to worship.
Hey, hey guys, sorry, I'm just jumping on here real quick. I hear what you were saying. Just all this time I'm trying to put up the tent, and I'm finally finishing. I'm exhausted. Um, go to the point. I think, yeah, I like growth, and I think it's sort of coming out as well as branches. Because sometimes I like to connect this sort of growth or progress with plants. So I sort of see it like the rebirth. It was like a seed, planting a seed into our lives for this sort of project. So I guess the following phase would be something more like actually yeah, what I think what Doug was saying about roots is also important, and to sort of reinforcing our own goals and stuff like that. But I think like in the talking about branches is sort of connecting many different other ideas or projects or this collaboration that you guys are talking about, to be able to spread out more and sort of gaining more balance and gaining more structure, let's say. And I guess I'm 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 not sure what word to nominate exactly, but it's sort of I'm or just to share my idea in the sense of what I'm thinking for this. So yeah, I just like what the branches symbolizes in terms of the structure, in terms of reaching up, and then and also complementing other ideas that are out there already, to be able to bring this seed into flourishment, into blossom, into become actually something mature, let's say. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's beautiful, and I think we're kind of already in consensus. But I just shared the poll to the group. Can everybody see it? Because I'm also getting something that says wait for network.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting in. It was having me try this whole time. Mom, please wait. Oh.
Okay, well, how about this? If it's not working, you want to we can do a 3, 2, 1, and then everybody can share in the chat. Corellia, if you're busy, don't worry. You can just let us know or confirm after. Just like a one-word answer of what your number one choice is. So go ahead and get that ready in the chat bot. The chat box. All right, is everybody ready?
I just realized, by the way, so sorry if I spaced out, but I didn't join the fractogram. I could have done that, but you said you wanted to do the Zoom chat though because it wasn't working or something.
I was having problems with it, and we'll see if the first round, if we knock it out in the first round, then we won't worry about it.
Yeah, the link that you sent in the group, that is the the fractogram sites, that would require login. I think it looks like Rosmari got in, but I don't know how she got in because when I click on it, it prompts
I
me to
didn't
log
click.
into Fractogram. It should just open up in my Telegram. It should be like creating any other group. I don't know if you shared the link to the group or you shared the link to what you had in your URL since you were hosting the Fractogram.
I shared in the URL, but if you search on your groups in the regular Telegram app, it'll show up. So you
Okay.
should be able to. I can even share that link.
Yeah,
This one, season 2.
I see it, and I'm here. And if you want to share the link, by the way, you can go and like click on the group itself, and then go to, I don't know, somewhere. You should be able to share a link pretty easily.
Info.
Info, yeah, more or add info add. There we go. Invite to group via link.
Yeah, there you go. And so that's where you'd want to get the link from, and then share that for the future reference.
All right. Well, yeah, like heck, I see there's already 3 votes there. So if it's working for you,
Yeah, for me it's working.
okay. So I just shared that the link for you, Dan.
Okay.
And then Joe, are you in the group too? Because I didn't have you in my contact.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I just posted in there to try. I'm not the greatest telegrammer. Season 2 vote. You're on the island.
Copy.
Yes.
All right. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
man. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I was clicking away there.
I was like,
Yeah, okay. I just joined the group and put a little message in there.
It needs roots connection. So
yeah,
yeah, but it's a deeper meaning
mm-hmm.
than just connection.
That's true.
Man, now I regret nominating Roots.
Why?
Okay, now we can talk it out. No, I think Roots are good. It's like, but I think that Joe had me convinced about what how connection kind of was that as well. But Roots are important. Sorry, I'm just kind of ranting, but like for me, I think that Roots are. Welcome to Aqua Rant. Like I'm really good at sending down roots. Like I'm really good at sort of building the base of things, but I'm really bad at connection. And so that's what I personally want to work on. So that's why I picked it. Rosmari or Dan, would you like to defend roots?
I think the roots are the connections.
Ooh, what about that? What say you now? Oh, snap. Well, go on.
Well, okay, I would say like, okay, you can grow your roots in a pot by yourself, but like connections are, require that you're in a forest.
But it's not just by yourself because you need sun, you need water. You can't just grow
Well,
your roots just like that.
well, we should talk a little bit about roots then too, because we really kind of covered connections very well. But then we just were like, oh, roots, rebirth, growth. Like it's kind of vague. So like rebirth is pretty clear. But what does roots mean for our goals, right? What does that mean? That would make it easier for me to decide one way or the other, I guess.
Another thing that might be helpful is like the context by which this is presented in, because I think that both are good. And maybe there's like a subtitle or like, the main header, but then a little bit below it, and that could include both words somehow. So that way it's like, because I like,
Yeah.
I like
No,
the aspect
go,
of
sorry,
both,
sorry.
and it's like the connections, but we're at the stage of like forming the roots with the connections kind of too. And one thing I like about roots is also it's like nature too. So it's like rebirth, roots, and then there's branches. And so thinking about all those, like that's kind of that's a beautiful analogy.
I like Carelius' idea about like plant a seed and all these nature process. So probably we can make like the analogy or like relate all of these, like put all together. Like the branches, the root, like the plant. Like I make the analogy as like one of our projects or our goals is like a plant or something like that, you know. And of course, having clear that it's about connections to, or I don't know, it cannot be like a plant, it could be like a forest, as Douglas said. I don't know. Yeah.
I think for me, roots means like kind of setting up the foundation so that a strong wind can't blow down your tree, right? So kind of like permanent things is how I think about roots. Also kind of like defining who you are, like defining what your project would be.
How you want to grow.
Which is kind of, I mean, we did the rebirth is a little bit similar to that as well. And then the other thing, there's also the combination option, which I think that's a decent idea. But let's see how the votes are going. We're still tied.
I just joined the group, but I can't see the voting thing because I think I joined too late.
Same,
All right.
same here.
Oh,
Good point, Corellia. Hard to vote when we can't see it, right?
Right.
sorry about that.
And
Try
also,
it again.
yeah, I think yes. So also, just it's very curious what you guys are saying, because also I mean, here is the summer solstice. So, but in the southern hemisphere is the winter solstice, right? So it's like in some parts of the world, we are going into this recess, which is winter, you know, to going inwards to be able to see what we are going to plant next time or something. So we're giving what are we putting our energy into. And here in the northern hemisphere is about it's summer, which is like actually giving fruit, you know. Is the time where all the birds and all the animals are mating and having babies and all this stuff. So it is that kind of energy what the summer solstice is about. So I don't know. I think it's important to also relate it to that in a way. I don't know how. But I would say I want to say I think also I think that one that is more general and that can encapsulate I think would be I'm between growth and connection. But maybe even we can come up with something in between. But I don't know. I'm sort of hesitating right now for that. Because we need connection to give fruit, but we also the energy of growth is what actually makes this connection possible.
Mm.
And so I don't know.
Okay, well, the votes are open, so we're still waiting for 2 votes. Also think about like what's going to be the most fun to work on as a group, you know?
Yeah.
So there's that too. But I'm waiting for votes. Go ahead.
I'll just add that I'm happy either way. I think they're both good, and either way we can have a great time with it, and they're both quite inspiring. And I don't want to have neither of them, so we can call it one and then still just also focus on the other as a side goal. I had connections at first, and then I went to roots, but I like them both a lot.
Same.
Yeah, and then there's always other seasons too, you know. So did anybody else vote? I'm just I'm staring at the screen, but it's like it's not sometimes these votes it doesn't sync or
You gotta close the app and open it again to refresh it, I think.
Yeah, I find, well, by the way, for this purpose, you could have just done a Telegram group and done the poll there without using Fractalgram, because you can make polls, just regular polls without Fractalgram. And I do think that Fractalgram has a little bug in there where, for some reason on Mac for me, it often doesn't reload, so I often use it on mobile. I don't know if that's just me or not.
Okay. So can anybody tell me what the live vote is?
It's oh, one sec. Oh,
Oh wait, no, I'm seeing four. Wait, is it 4-2 now?
oh.
Yeah.
It is.
Ah, okay,
What I'm
okay.
seeing,
Okay.
what I'm seeing is 57 to 33.
Yep.
I'm connecting with. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 67%. Usually in Fractally, it's like a 2/3 plus 1. So we would be at like 2/3 right now. Would Dan or Rosemary want to switch, or would you like to do a final pitch for your vote?
Yeah, I'm all ears.
I am happy to switch to connection. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I can switch.
Okay. Connection for the win.
Yay!
Wow.
Okay.
Okay,
I feel like we made a real
wow.
connection there.
All right, guys. Well, we will think about what we want to be our connection goals before next week, and then the next day or two, I will post a template as well, similar to last time, so we can share our goals. Nice tent, Corellia.
Very nice.
Thank you. I need a girl to help me because it is big. Thank God she came.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she was really nice. But yeah, it's really big. So yeah. Oh, thank you, guys. It was good to. I'm sorry I didn't listen to the whole thing. I think I did my best to do it because I had to do this because the rain was coming and then it left again. So it was best to do it before the rain really strikes hard. But I'm happy with the decision, and so next week is gonna be a sort of vacation thing, right? Am I right?
Nope, next week we're gonna meet and we'll talk about our new goals. This is the vacation week. Like this is the 13th week. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, perfect.
cool.
So I have to, yeah. So we just come up with like ideas because you said the template is gonna be released next week. Oh, that would be the second meeting from the new season, right?
Wait, the what's gonna be released?
The template.
Oh no,
Sorry,
I'm sorry, tomorrow. I'll have it up by tomorrow.
oh, perfect.
Hey.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't know what I heard next week. Sorry.
And I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. If anybody is not in the WhatsApp group, I can also share it in the Eden Fractally group.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the biggest overlap in communities. And
Yeah, that would be great. I was wondering, where can I see the original rebirth stuff I posted?
so we have it in the Notion page, and that is linked from lu.ma/Aquadac, and then there's like a link to it there, just to save tracking down a link. But
Cool.
yeah, that should be we have like a Notion where we linked to either what people's goals were or if some people linked it, like Marco put his on a link and so did Dan. So
Yeah.
Okay,
I did
great.
not.
and then hopefully we'll get better Notion set up for next month, like Rosemary was talking about. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. I think we had a very successful powwow. It's been about 2 hours, so I'm open to close the meeting now, and push music stuff forward till later. But what do you guys think? You want to call it a meeting or hang out more?
Works for me.
Okay.
It's been
I
excellent.
think I have to go because I don't have much battery and my brick I don't think it's fully charged. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna go. But I guess there's probably somewhere I can plug it. I'll have to find out. Yeah, but it was lovely, guys. Thank you so much to
It was
everybody.
it was great, and thank you for coming and sharing your words with us. And I really wish you the best. I'm very happy to see you there, and Glastonbury on the solstice. And I just have all the most pure love for you and for your experience and the solstice there.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Here's my ticket. Yay!
Oh,
Enjoy that. And enjoy the
Yeah.
how long you be there for?
Enjoy the festival, Corelia.
Thank you. Thank you. I will. There is another Peruvian girl here working in the cider bus as well, so I think I'm gonna meet her tomorrow. That's nice.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for an amazing season, and I'm so stoked we're rolling into next season with good energy. And I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Aquadac out.
See ya. Thanks so much,
I'll-
everyone.
Bye, Rosemary, wherever you are.
Bye.
She's in
Have a good time this week.
She's available. All right. See y'all.
bye.
Bye, guys. Peace.
Bye.